Hello guys, you might be wondering what I am doing, and if you don't know, I usually have my books stacked up along this wall because we don't have a bookshelf for me right now because we're staying with my mom, so I didn't really want to invest in one yet. But every time I go to pick a book, they pretty much fall, or they're about to fall, and it's very stressful every time. But today we're going to be going book shopping for summer books, but I wanted to go through some of my books and honestly just get rid of books that I've had since I was an angsty, young, preteen, teenager that I will never read again, don't really care to have anymore, and take them to half price books and see how much money I could get. Maybe peruse around half price for some stuff, but mainly I'm going to Barnes today to pick up some specific summer books that I'm thinking of and also just browse. But I wanted to go through some of my books and pick out some to give away and see how much money we can get back for them, which I don't think I've done that since I was really young, so I'm excited to do that and see. But I have made a huge mess, and honestly, I am not going to worry about it until I get home with some new books, because there's no point, because I'm going to have to put new books on my shelf on the floor. I don't know what it is, but this year I'm so excited for summer. I feel like the last few years summer hasn't really felt like very exciting to me, and I feel like as a kid summer was always so exciting, obviously because you were out of school, but for some reason these last few years, I don't know, I just haven't been like a summer girl. I'm more like a spring fall girl, and I still feel like I am, but I'm so excited for summer this year, so I'm excited to get some new summer reads. There is a few books that I am in particular looking for. Definitely Happy Place by Emily Henry, that has been out for like a week or two now, and I'm so surprised I haven't gotten it yet, but I honestly just haven't gone book shopping, and I knew I wanted to film this video, so I've been waiting to do that. Hopefully my Barnes has it. If they don't, I'm gonna try Target because I know my cousin got hers from Target. So yeah, and I recently read Beach Read and I loved it. I gave it 4 stars, and Book Lover I gave 4 stars, and I haven't read People We Meet on Vacation, and I've heard a few people say that they didn't really care for that one, so I don't know if I'm gonna read it, but definitely gonna get Happy Place. Hopefully I can find it. Meet Me at the Lake, I think it's called, by Carly Fortune, I think is her name. I'd have to look, I'm really bad with names. But I have Every Summer After by her, and I haven't read it yet because I got it like late summer last year, and I really wanted to wait for this summer to read it, so it's been on my shelf, and I'm very excited to read that. And I want to get her new book, Meet Me at the Lake, and her covers are just really pretty, so I'm hoping to find that one too. Those are the two that I'm really thinking of. There may be another one, I'd have to look on my Goodreads, but I'm excited to just browse around and buy some summer books. Love Wager by Lynn Painter, I would love to maybe get that one too. I don't know how summery that book is, but I've been wanting to read more Lynn Painter, and that one is pretty new, that came out. Carrie Soto is back. If you don't know, I'm trying to read more Taylor Jenkins Reid because it's either a big hit or a miss for me. I really wasn't drawn toward Carrie Soto is back, but I've heard amazing things, and now that I've read 2 books that I love by her, I'm willing to try more books out by her, so I think that would be a fun summer read because I know that one's like about tennis, and me and Michael are super into pickleball right now, so if I can find that, that would be a fun read. House Across the Lake, obviously it's about a lake, so I feel like this is perfect for summer. That is by Riley Sager. I'm looking at it on my Goodreads right here, but I had this book, okay? If you've watched my other videos, you may have seen me mention this book, and I haven't read it. Dexter like completely ripped that book up when he was in his ripping book or reading book era. Totally ripped that book up. So yeah, I threw it away, I think, and I'm wanting to get another one because I read one Riley Sager book and I liked it, and I'm wanting to read more by him, and that one sounds interesting. It's about the lake. So those are really some that I am interested in looking for today and also browsing. But first, let me put together all the books that I'm wanting to bring to half price and see what we can get. Okay, I got these 2 bagfuls, and I think they're holding the books pretty well. I'm not going to go through with you guys what books I'm giving away. I've seen like other people show what they're giving away, but I feel like there's too many and it's not that interesting. I give away books that I read and I really didn't like, so I don't really want them on my shelf. Books I DNF, and also just I'm getting rid of, like I said, some really old books that I will never read again, and you know, they're looking a little rough. Also, here is another casualty from Dexter. This is all chewed up, so I can't give this away. I don't really want it on my shelf, so I'm not really sure. I might just recycle this one. I haven't read this one. The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I read so long ago, and I am actually really wanting to reread, especially for summer. I loved these books, and I'm not a big fan of the show, but I really want to like read these books again. I never read the third book. I don't even have it, and so I'm wanting to see. I don't know if I'm gonna give these away unless I can maybe actually find at half price books like the full collection, maybe some newer versions. I like this version. I've seen like a couple of the newer versions, and it has like the TV show people on it, and I don't know, I don't like that. So I just want to see what other versions they have because I know that there's quite a few. A Time to Kill by John Grisham, which if you haven't read this or watched the movie, this is such a good movie and such a good book. It is older and the movie is older. I would definitely look up what it's about because it's kind of heavy, but this is such a good book. This is just falling apart, so I may give this one. No, I don't want to give this away because like I said, it's falling apart. And I know that I thrifted that one like so long ago, so it's like pretty gone. So I don't really know what to do with these two. I might recycle them, but anyway, yeah, just cleaning out all my books feels really good. Okay, so I am back in my car after going to Half Price Books, and they didn't accept all my books because I guess based on past history, those like stayed on the shelf too long. So I only got like $11 back, and I swear I had like 20 books. So I was a little disappointed in that, but I was surprised that I guess I haven't been in Half Price Books in a while, and I didn't know they had like brand new books. So I literally got Meet Me at the Lake, which like just came out a few days ago, and they had a bunch of copies of it, and it was and the price is $14.40, and I feel like that's a lot cheaper. It says the list price is $18, and I can't see what it says under that, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look at it at Barnes, and I'm pretty sure that this is cheaper than I would find it at Barnes. So I went ahead and got this in case sometimes Barnes doesn't have, especially the one I go to, sometimes they don't have the books I'm looking for. Actually, a lot of the times they don't. So I went ahead and got it here in case I couldn't find it. And then I also found Love Wager, which is also fairly new there. And these are like brand new. These aren't used. And I was really shocked by that. But this one was $13.60. So that's definitely cheaper than I feel like I could find it at Barnes. It says the list price is $17. So we can compare when I go there if I find these books there. And then the last one I got is Practice Makes Perfect. And I haven't actually... I don't even know what this is about, but I've been seeing people starting to read this, and it just looks kind of cute, and hopefully for summer this is going to be a good summer read. And I checked it on Goodreads, it had some good ratings. I always, when I am trying to decide if I want a book or I hear about a book and I want to know more about it, first thing I do is I go on Goodreads and I read the synopsis. Sometimes, like I haven't even read the synopsis for that one, but I scroll down to the very bottom and it will have like the genres and subgenres, and I always read that because sometimes if it's a genre that I'm not expecting and then I go into reading it and I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting to read about this. I don't know, I just kind of like to know what I'm picking up, and before I spend money on the basis of it, of what the genres are and what things are included in it, in case you don't want to read something like that. So I always do that. That's a really good tip. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited. And basically my total came out with my $11 discount to $33.84. So that equals like almost a little over $11 a book, which I feel like is really good. These are literally brand new books. I think this one also just came out. So yeah, let me check the date on it actually, because I'm interested to see. Yeah, it says 2023, and I've just now been seeing this everywhere, so I feel like it just came out. So that was kind of surprising. So it was definitely worth the trip. Oh, and I also got a cutie little new bookmark for 50 cents. It's just this cute little cat and books. I don't know. I want to start collecting more bookmarks. I wish it had a little tassel, but maybe I can add one. But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and head to Barnes. Okay, so I made it to Barnes and I'm about to go in, but I recently got the Apple AirPod Maxes and I'm in love with them. So I'm going to put them on and listen to some music while I bookshop, and I think that that will be just super, super cozy. So I'm going to go in there now and hopefully find what I am looking for. I spent way too much money, but I found some really good books, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little haul, I guess, here. I was gonna wait till I'm home, but I don't know. I kind of like filming in my car as long as I know like no one's staring at me, which hopefully there's not. The first book that I got is The Summer of Broken Rules, and I feel like last summer this was really popular. I haven't read it, and I don't really know much of what it's about, but I quickly like read the back while I was in there, and it did sound interesting. It's like about this girl who goes to like a family wedding or something, and then they always play like the assassin game, which sounds really interesting. And then of course I think who she gets paired up with is probably the love interest, so that kind of sounded fun. I did find Carrie Soto is back, and I am excited to read this now that I have really loved some of her books. So I found that one, and I think that would be a perfect summer read. I did find Happy Place. I was so happy, and they had a bunch of them, but I don't know, I was kind of scared I wasn't gonna be able to find it, and I did, and it was 20% off, so I'm really excited about that one. The last thing that I got is the whole Summer I Turned Pretty series, and this is the ones that I got. I don't know how I feel about these covers, but they had the other covers, like the ones for the show, and I actually looked at them and they were really pretty, but I don't think they have one for the third book. So I went ahead and got these, which at first I wasn't a fan of them, but they're really cute. I just don't know how much it encapsulates, I don't know, how I felt when I read them when I was really young, but they are really cute, and so I got all three of them because I'm really looking forward to rereading them this summer and just reminiscing on that time. And yeah, I just can't wait to read them, and they're pretty colorful, so that's summary. So I got 9 books today, and I am so excited and happy to be reading some summer books. They're pretty much all romances except Carrie Soto is back. That one's, you know, kind of just historical fiction. I feel like I'm gonna need some thrillers, some fantasy in between me reading all these romance books, and I did look for some. Like I looked for The House Across the Lake. I almost got another Riley Sager book because they didn't have that one. But then I really wanted these more than some of that. And I did look at fantasy, but again, I just wanted these more, and I didn't want to buy any more books. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here because we went book shopping, and I'm gonna go home and try to organize these on my little shelf that is still all fallen down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments if there's any summer books that you really recommend. I am planning on doing a summer book recommendation video closer probably in like June, and maybe even closer to like the day it actually is officially summer, and so that will be fun. So keep updated if you want to see that and get some really good book recommendations. That's why I want to read more right now, so that I can have more under my belt to recommend to you guys. So thank you for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.